This, this Delta faucet is about 40 years old. It still works fine, but it's a little bit stiff and kind of squeaky. So we're going to rebuild it. The parts are readily available. We'll first turn off the water under the sink. The parts we need are still made. We're going to be using a seal kit, which comes with a wrench to take the faucet apart. We've also picked up a new brass ball, which we may not need, and some silicone grease. Next, we'll take off the handle using a wrench that comes with the rebuild kit. So it comes off pretty easily. The same wrench has a spanner that takes off a plastic retainer. Let's do that. Just turn it counterclockwise. This lets us take out the ball. Next, let's screw off the retainer. It's a little bit tight, but it comes off. Okay, and now we can see the ball and some seals. We're going to try to lift that right out. Pretty tight, but here it is. That's the brass ball, and it seats in a plastic housing. If we look in, we can see some seals with springs underneath. We're going to remove both of those and replace them with new seals. That can be done with the little wrench. Here's one right here, so we can see the seal and the spring. One more to go. Right here. And we'll replace those with the new seals and springs. I put a little bit of silicone grease on the new seal and spring. I think they'll move a little bit easier. I'm going to use the same tool to guide them into place. And just get them to push in. Pretty easy. Next, I'm going to put the brass ball in. There's a notch that needs to line up with a pin down below. I've also put a little bit of silicone grease on the new brass ball, and there's also, and we've got another top part. We're going to install that. And there's a notch that needs to line up. Okay. I've screwed the chrome ring back on fairly tight, finger tight. Next, I'm going to install the plastic retaining ring. And we can use the same tool to tighten it up. Doesn't need to be too tight, just tight enough to keep it from leaking. Okay, this moves really freely right now. Let's give it the water test and see how it works. I've turned the water on as a test, and we can see it's working fine and no leaks. Moves freely. The next step is to simply put the handle back on. I'm putting the handle back on right now, and I've turned the water off for this part, and just using the same tool, tighten the Allen nut wrench. Okay, let's turn the water on and see how it works.